Virgin High is all about this wild, reckless girl that gets sent to Catholic school by her folks, and her boyfriend comes looking for her. It stars Linnea Quigley, who just happened to win our Best Actress Award at the recent B- Movie Awards. So you'll see Linnea in action tonight.
Dope. Sex.
And Virgin High also stars Burt Ward, who was Batman's sidekick Robin for all those years. Here he is.
Holy headlights!
He's still exciting. Virgin High is a great movie. You'll be glad you stuck around. So let's get the excitement going with Virgin High on USA Up all night.
Hello, fellow followers. Welcome back to FanZcene. Greg here, and today I have for you my Blu-ray review of the new Culture Shock releasing Late Night Classics Volume 1, Virgin High, and Hot Under the Collar. I love these movies. I had been waiting for this to get this as soon as Culture Shock releasing announced this. They teased me with Rhonda Shear and Linnea Quigley, and once they announced it, I was like, I have to have this because this release here of these movies is designed to invoke that USA Up All Night Rhonda Shear. That's why I used it in the beginning. Late night movies that they used to show, the sex comedies from the 90s that were huge thanks to the mom and pop video stores, and they were making bank. And sadly, don't get much movies like this anymore, but I had to get this, and I definitely had to get the double slip. Well, it's one slip, but with the double side for both the movies. And it's we're going to go show it to you here real quick, and then we'll get into the movies. So here's the Virgin High, the cover there. Hope you guys can make that out. Try to get it without a glare there. Great artwork. And of course we got Linnea Quigley right there. Great freaking movie, this first one here. And this is just as good as well too. Hot Under the Collar. The back here, this is the sequel to Virgin High. Great artwork as well. I really dig the artwork. And so there we have the slipcover. So see that, and then we'll set that to the side here for a minute. And then here's the Blu-ray as is on the, this right here. You see Late Night Classics there. And then we have the back if you guys want to pause and read all that. That's up to you guys. I will go over some of the special features here. Then we'll open it up and I'll show you here that this is the Blu-ray with Virgin High and Hot Under the Collar there, all on one disc. And then we have the special features on the other disc, and they're both Blu-rays. So they got that. And then we got some artwork here. I'll take these out and show you guys the artwork real quick so you guys can see what that artwork looks like. So there you go. These are some funny movies. I really dig these movies. This was a blast. It was a blast. It took me back. Honestly, they took me back watching these movies, back to that USA Up All Night feeling that that we sadly don't get anymore. So it was fun. It was fun. So up first here we got Virgin High. It stars Richard Gabai? I hope I said it right. I'm sorry if I said it wrong. He actually produced and directed it, and he stars in it. And it also stars Linnea Quigley and Burt Ward, who you guys may know as Robin from the old Batman 60s TV series, and also with a special appearance by Michelle Bauer here. It's got a great cast. It's a fun movie. Essentially, Richard Gabai's character here, Jimmy Kaminsky, he's dating Chrissy here, this one right here, and he always keeps getting her in trouble. And then one night, he keeps her out a little too late, and he, tries to unbutton her shirt, and he rips her bra, and she stops him, and then when he drops her off at home, she walks in, and she goes, I didn't do anything, and she spreads her arms, and her boobs flop out right in front of her parents because her dad is Burt Ward, and he delivers this great line.
Holy pimples! That's it, young lady. You're going to Catholic school.
I love this line. Burt Ward is great in this movie. He is hilarious. And so he sends his daughter to Catholic school. And Jimmy here, he's smitten with her and he really wants to get back with her. So him and his friends, keep going to the Catholic school trying to get her. And he goes undercover as a priest one time. And his priest is great. Father Goose. It's Dutch. It's great. And then, of course, Linnea Quigley is one of the students there, and she's like the queen bitch of the school, and she like controls all the girls, and she's having an affair with the security guard, and just like hilarity ensues. It's a great 90s raunchy comedy. There's boobs. There's fun for everybody, and it just works. And I really had fun with Virgin High. Now on to the sequel, Hot Under the Collar here. Okay, now it's a little further down the line, a couple more years after the first one. Jimmy here. He's no longer with Christy from the first movie. He's now with Monica, played by Melinda Clarke, who a lot of you may know from Return of the Living Dead Part 3. Awesome movie as well. He's practicing hypnosis on her, and he tries to hypnotize her to, want his body and everything, and he sort of does succeed in that, but also she sort of also got another suggestion earlier in the film to join them, become a nun, and so that kind of goes in her head as well, too, so she decides to run off and become a nun, and so Jimmy and his friends, once again, same two guys from the first movie, which are the only ones that really return, and so he tries to get her back, and and the nun, the place where she goes to become a nun, is this not Virgin High, but it's where the nuns for Virgin High come from. So that was really cool. It's a little connection there. So he goes undercover as Father Goose again, and then he also goes undercover as a nun. And meanwhile, there's also this guy named Max, who's the handyman there at the school for the nuns there. And turns out he stole some diamonds from a mob boss, so he's got the mob people looking for him, and so they're pretty funny. And so Jimmy and his friends and the girls all get caught up in this with these mob guys and diamonds. And once again, there's some boobs, there's some singing and dance numbers in this, a little bit of a musical side on this one. And I do give them credit for making this one a little different than Virgin High. But if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I really dug Virgin High. I thought it was the better of the two movies. But Richard, who once again directs it and produces it here, you could tell he improved as a filmmaker into the second movie. And he also did the movie Assault of the Party Nerds, which he shot that on a tape, and these were actually shot on 35 millimeter. So these films look really, really good, even though they're both on, one disc. The films look great. They're vibrant. They pop. The color looks right. There's grain. They're clear. Both movies are super clear. Perfect. The sound is great. Perfect sound for the Blu-ray. It's a step ahead above any VHS you could have, and I'm really, really happy to have this. And if you guys want to know some of the special features, I don't want to read all of them, but some of the special features are, audio commentary on both films with Richard, and also with Hot Under the Color. Melinda Clarke joins him for the commentary. They have an uncut version of Pray and Meditate, which is a song and dance number they perform in this, and Hot Under the Collar. It's got the theatrical trailer for Virgin High, reconstructed theatrical trailer for Hot Under the Collar. It's got behind the scenes galleries, 2.5 hours of Hot Under the Collar behind the scenes footage, Culture Shock releasing titles, all that good stuff. And man, I'm just really glad to have this, because it really does remind you of those late night. Well, it is one of those late night movies. It takes you back watching it. I'm glad to have it. I'll be honest with you guys. These movies are not going to be. They're not going to be for everybody. They're low budget, cheesy, campy. They're B movies. They're B movies, and something that not everybody will like. Don't go in these movies expecting Citizen Kane. Go in these movies expecting some humor, some boobs, some fun. Linnea Quigley topless. I mean, I know that's boobs twice, but it's fun. And her character in this Virgin High is just this snarky bitch. It's just so cool. And I really love the characters of Virgin High. I think that's what drove me to Virgin High more than Hot Under the Collar. Was, I think, like, from the nun who ran the school to Linnea Quigley to Christy here, and Burt Ward, especially Burt Ward. His presence is lost in Hot Under the Collar, but he does make an appearance near the end of the movie, of the second one. Their presence is really lost in Hot Under the Collar. But Hot Under the Collar was good too, but I think Virgin High was really cool. But thank you, Culture Shock Releasing, for releasing this, and I can't wait to see what we got. And thank you, Richard Gabai, for making these movies. And Richard, if you're watching this, I don't know if you ever will. I have an idea for you. Usually, I'm against like sequels to movies from the past, but I have a great idea for a sequel for you. If you want to hear me out, and all I ask is if you take this idea as a screen credit and maybe a cameo in the movie. That's all I really ask. But maybe now, Jimmy here, maybe he's grown up. Maybe he had been married at one time and he has a son, and now he's a single father and he's divorced, and his son's struggling with the ladies in high school, and maybe Jimmy here tells his son about the girls from Virgin High and how they were the hottest, wildest chicks he's ever had. And so maybe his son and his son's friends head off to Virgin High to check out these women, and maybe his son meets a girl there at Virgin High that he really becomes smitten with, and it turns out maybe she's the daughter of either Monica from Hot Under the Collar, or Christy, here from Virgin High. Maybe she's the daughter of one of those, and you know, she's single as well too. And all the girls from Virgin High maybe are coming back for a reunion. That way you can get Linnea Quigley in there and stuff, and some of the people from the first movie, and maybe you can mix in some of the people from the second movie there. And then maybe Father Goose could make an appearance again as an elderly man. You know, father and son trying to get these girls and working together and going undercover and stuff like that. I think that could be a really great movie, Richard. Let me know. Hit me up on that. And also, if you're up to it, I would love to interview you here on my channel if you ever see this, if you're up for it. I really would. I really would. But if you guys want to go ahead and get this, go check it out, get it. I don't think the slipcover version is available. It just would be this version. It's all the same other than no slipcover. But let me know what you guys thought about this review and these movies if you've seen them, or any comments you have, leave them in the comment section down below, because it really does help my channel. And if you liked what you saw here, maybe consider hitting that like button, subscribing, and hitting the bell for notification. That would be awesome. Or sharing the video for everybody to see, or possibly joining and becoming a channel member, because that would help out my channel immensely. Shout out to all my channel members. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for being channel members here. To everybody watching, thank you guys. I appreciate it very much. Wherever you guys are, please have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Always support physical media. It is the superior format. Godspeed.
From the keeper of the sizzle kiss, if it's LA, it's Rhonda, up all night. Ready, girls? Nighty night.